talking in the class.
Is that really him? This is really him right here?
Yeah. I was in the classroom yesterday talking, they were talking about Steelers and traveling, going to games. I was like, last time I've been up to a Steeler game was when Vic played. This white lady was like, oh my God, I can't stand. The other one was like, listen, it should be a federal law across the board. Whoever kills animals. I was like, so what about people? What about when they kill people? Like, dude, you feel the same way?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on now. They say listen, you go deeper in the South, some people doing some crazy shit to animals now. I don't want to keep hearing about Vic.
Bad part is people just don't understand that didn't grow up in that life.
Mm-hmm.
Vic grew up in that life. It's different for him. Just like my friend, he grew up, he Puerto Rican. He grew up with cockfighting, chicken.
But that's what I'm about to say.
He grew up with the cockfighting, so he thought it was normal.
But see, with them,
he's 6 years old watching chickens fight to the death.
Right. But even with them, right?
And that's big.
Oh yeah.
Because Jeff, he was the BSU. He said they had dog fights. Like they go up to cop sheriff fighting dogs.
Put some money around the table.
Like I actually do.
Yeah. What kills me about them is people out here that do crazy shit to other people. And it's just like, where's the uproar for that shit?
Right.
Like, you done got guys that have been raping, they done murdered, they done everything, but y'all out in front where Vic is in the courtroom trying to make sure this man is, like, nah, come on.
Yeah, he wasn't doing, he knew other dog fight, but he didn't do the actual dog fight.
But that's their thing. When you win it, he was electrocuting dogs, and he did this and that. Like, man, y'all don't.
Yeah.
But they never get it though.
But they giving shock. But they selling shock fences though.
Oh yeah.
But but you selling a shock fence.
But you can be barking dog enough. It's like so much shit you can do to a dog. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you start dipping off into these places where people don't go.
But all that's fine though.
Yeah. There's some shit going on, man.
Oh yeah.
Look at him.
But yeah, that's what my homie was saying. Like, man, like, he's like, I never knew about dog fighting, but we did chicken fighting, and I thought that was totally normal. I think chicken fighting is totally normal. I was 7 years old, 6 years old, watching chickens fight to the death.
Yeah, this one. Look at him. My run is over.
I'm looking at him. He's not looking at me. He's looking mostly downwards towards the table.
Okay. I feel you're not listening to me in front of him.
It was very meek. He was very meek, very quiet.
They say still water runs deep.
Man.
But we knew that he was the author that committed this horrible murder. We didn't want to know if it was him. We knew it was him. What we wanted to know was why. Why this happened. All I wanted is the truth.
Okay, listen. I'm not going to talk about the case. What happened in the past, we can't change anything. You understand? The reason why you're here today is because something went wrong.
I just want to remain silent about everything. I don't want to say anything about anything.
Dude, give me a mic check.
If you're scared.
Mic check, mic check. 212. Don't fuck with cats. Mic check. Mic check. 1212.
Maybe one of the
Mic
most
check.
days of your life.
Talk sports. We here live on the ranch. Got the playoff games popping.
Mic check, mic check.
We don't need to know.
We over here.
Listen to me.
Is it possible that I can get a sweater?
What you can do?
Do you have another sweater?
Mic check, mic check. Don't fuck with cats. Live and direct from the ranch. They got him. Live and direct. Live from the ranch. Sports talk. Got wild card games. We here. We good? Plugged in up under there.
smooth taste fool you.
Yeah.
Sometimes in life,
Drug my
we
man and
don't want out
dissected him.
exactly the way we
You
want.
drugged him?
Life
Little
is
Asian
full of
cat.
deceptions.
And then after he did, he was wearing his T-shirt out, like when he was putting the body parts away, like slowly but surely, like the knives, the T-shirt that they both, cause they had him on video. Everybody got video now. They come in the film and he had the yellow shirt to the guy, like they wanted to hook up. I don't understand you meet people on the internet hooking up with them.
Man,
Going back to
listen,
their apartment.
first of all, that shit
I don't
got,
care if you're gay or not.
it's supposed to scare the shit out of you, first of all. That's what it's supposed to do. Like, how you get comfortable about meeting somebody on the internet at your place? I wouldn't even be comfortable. I don't give a damn. What? And you don't know nothing.
Just met him. Yeah, and it's not like back in the day, like when homosexuality put that cloud over you.
Right.
Like I gotta sneak around and do
You
this.
had to do it.
You can be open now. Nobody gets like you can go to they got old clubs. You can meet somebody, talk, romance. Nobody gonna say nothing.
Shit. Gay is more accepted than straight.
Everybody's a killer.
Definitely more accepted than interracial.
Go ahead, dude.
Don't fuck with cats. Sports Talk live from the ranch. We here, Lit Cigar Lounge next week, prime time, 1 p.m. start.
Nate, I don't know. He didn't text back, so
I ain't see nothing.
It's done.
he said, "Yeah, y'all can start though." So he ain't on his way. He on his way. He gonna come mid game. Let's talk college first. He don't know too much about college. He don't follow college.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe something happened that pushed you to do what happened. Only you can explain that.
you got a soul, any type of soul, you're not feeling comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta go to bed with that shit.
Yeah.
Like you got 3 bodies and shit. Like the people that sleeping good, there's something mentally wrong with them.
It's actually worse that you got away with it.
Yeah.
It's hurting you. It's hurting you.
It's hurting you.
More that you got away with it.
That's why they always go back.
If you was locked up,
people tell.
But if she was locked up, she would have been good in jail that whole time. Right.
Yeah.
You don't get caught.
Yeah, that should be eating away at you.
Sports Talk Live for the culture. What's up, fam?
What's going on?
Yo.
Another day, another session on.
Yes, sir.
Get to talk this good sports going on. Got a lot going on today. We got some playoffs going on in the NFL.
Playoffs for some.
For some. For others, it's the coach search, and for others, we're just trying to get ready for next year.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what the whole scenario. Before we jump in to the professional playoffs, I want to jump into, because we had some college playoffs last week. In the college playoffs last week, we had one great game and one game where LSU kind of just handled their business.
Yeah, as expected.
We thought OSU would make it interesting, but they did not make it. That's Oklahoma State University. I just want to make that because it was two OSUs there. I mean, Oklahoma University, OU, my fault. They did not make it interesting at all. And this was one of the big beatdowns of college last week, where you had, LSU at Oklahoma. Burrows threw a whole lot of touchdown passes. It seemed like it was a mismatch. It seemed like it was almost like
you didn't belong.
Yeah. And what do you think attributes to that? Is LSU that good, or Oklahoma was just not ready for prime time? Some people have speculated that that the Big 12 conference is a speed conference. It's a conference where you have to have a lot of speed to play against these spread offenses and to be able to cover everybody. Your linebackers have to be smaller. A lot of people playing five wide receivers. Duke, it kind of reminded me back in the day when the NFC won 16 straight Super Bowls. Like when the AFC had the quarterbacks, but the NFC was playing, big time bully ball, bully ball.
Line them up. You know where we're going to run. That's what you're going to do about it. You know the Hogs.
And so the physicality of the SEC and LSU were just more bigger bodies. Do you think, and now that LSU has a skilled position, quarterback, now that they have a quarterback that actually can throw and throw downfield, do you think that contributed to, which was one of the epic beatdowns in the college playoff history?
I think so. Some things are just simple, right? Regardless of quarterback and running back and everything else, you have.
Oh, look who's here!
Nate. Nate just walked in the building. What's up, brother? You have. Everything starts up front, right? Can we be fair about that? About up front?
Yeah.
So if I have a team and I have about. My offense or defensive line, of we're averaging about 290 or 310 or whatever the case may be.
And you're pro caliber talent.
And I look on the other side and I see 275. It's really a no-brainer to what I'm going to do, right? And if I have you by 30 pounds, I'm going to try to run this ball down your throat. There's no secret to what I'm going to do, 31, 32. I'm just going to run the ball at you. So that has nothing to do with coaching right there. That means I'm just bigger than you, right? So that's what's happening here with the, I believe, the SEC, and we talked about the Big 12. You got a lot of, because they look to spread people out and score, but where are you going to run and what's your quarterback going to do if your line is getting pushed around and your quarterback's under constant pressure? So that's just the first phase of it. If you add these big offensive linemen and defensive linemen and you throw skill position players that are just as good as the other teams, then it has a recipe for blowout, But in LSU's case, I think that their quarterback is head and shoulders better than everybody. Right, he might not be the most athletic guy, but we got a lot of Hall of Famers that weren't the most athletic guys, right, but they did everything that they were supposed to do to get the win. So I think this is what is happening with LSU.
Yeah, Let's just start by saying, OU belong. Let's just say they did belong. Let's start by saying that. It may not look like it belonged, if you're a casual fan, but we know the work they put in this year. They did belong, It was just that, like we said, what you got making what's on the other end and what's on the other end. The scheme.
Louisiana's on a mission.
Yeah, that was
street mission.
They're playing for the state of Louisiana.
So much on a mission that everybody's betting.
Yeah,
that way.
It was just different what they was playing for, and it was just different for what they brung, and it just didn't match up. It was a mismatch, yes, but they belong. They belong there, but it was just. It didn't line up together right.
That's the scary part, though. If you belong and that happens.
A lot of people are looking at the Big 12 has not won a college playoff game yet. They're 0 for 4. I don't know how many Oklahoma's lost it. They said the Big 12 conference has not won one of these college playoff games. So now you're going to look into the future. Do you think when they're putting that together, you think that'll be a bias against the Big 12 moving forward when it comes down to them or a one-loss SEC team? Or one-loss Pac-12 team, or Notre Dame. Do you think that will hurt the Big 12 conference moving forward?
I think you should definitely look into it. I think it definitely should be a part of it. And I think it is because remember Notre Dame was that team that would get 3-4 losses and still wind up in a bowl. So they always wanted them in a bowl,
because of what they bring.
Right, they always wanted them inside of a bowl. Penn State had as well. Certain teams just
travel.
Right, they want that team in some type of bowl. So I think it's going to be looked at. It should be, but I think they need to change up the way these games is played. Like you can't keep playing Dell State, and beating them down, and counting that as a quality win. Like I think they need to change up the type of talent they playing and it actually hurt them when it comes to real talent. You know?
Right. I think so. I think if you look at the record, when your conference.
Well, that was interesting because a lot was made. We'll talk to the next game. Clemson. A lot of things was made of Clemson's schedule this year. But Clemson is proven.
Correct.
Right. So, I think when you start looking at these bowl games because they do mean something in terms of conference because some of them didn't play inside that particular conference.
Right.
So this is the first time that you do. So if you look at the fact that the team that you were in the conference with, y'all, snuck out each battle 3 points, and you go outside your conference and you get beat by 40. Not only you, but the other 3 teams get beat handily too. That means that you probably can't deal. This is like a different type of football that's probably going on over here because that's a fair evaluation. You know what I'm saying? Now, if there were 4 of the teams and you saw 2 that were in battles with these so-called, top-ranked other schools, then you got an argument. But when you got a donut over there and you lose by 20 plus, it's like, all right, we might have to go back to the table to do some evaluating about putting this particular conference against, these big boys here.
Definitely. The other game, because LSU is moving on, was highly more competitive. Ohio State, Clemson, very, very good game. Clemson was down 16-0, came back to win it at the end with an impressive performance by their true sophomore quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. Because the way I kind of grade you is how do you deal with adversity?
Yes.
Clemson was dealing with a lot of adversity. Oklahoma had all the momentum early. The game kind of changed. Well, I'd say it kind of changed on the ejection, the play, the targeting, where it was a sack that would have gave Clemson already trailing by 16 points, a 4th and 15 that was overturned. Key player ejected and gave them a first down. They end up and going and score 16-7, and they kind of settle themselves. Then Lawrence has an incredible run for about 40 or 50 yards for a touchdown. Ball game on. But also the running back for, and a lot of people point to that, but also the running back for Ohio State had a couple key drops. One touchdown pass he dropped, and then a screen pass he dropped that took potential 8 points away. So if you're looking at that Ohio State game being 24-0 at a time, and that's a whole different scenario. That's a whole different psychological thing to be down 24-0 or be down 16-0. You're moving forward with that game. What do you guys think of that? And what do you guys think of Trevor Lawrence? I mean, he seems to be the real deal. I mean, he hasn't lost yet.
Well, look, we can say what they want about him. Who won the national championship last year?
Clemson.
Who was under center?
Trevor Lawrence.
All right, so you don't win chips by accident. You know, things might fall in place, but you don't win championships by accident. Your team is good. Like, we can say that your team is a good team if you made it, if you won a championship. So it's theirs for the taking. Like, they're still the national championships. They're in this game. Until beaten.
They've won like 29 games in a row.
Yeah. So what's the? I don't understand. You know what they're theirs. Theirs, right? If you beat them, you earned it. They're the champs. So with him, and what we saw in this game was, you know, like we said, adversity is everything.
And it was a hard hitting game.
Oh, it was a hard hitting game. Yeah. It was my 5 stars against your 5 stars. You know, let's line them up and let's play. And a lot of times with these big schools with these 5-star athletes, because both teams got them, it comes down to coaching, right? So that's what these games are about. But in terms of you know, the will to try to win the games, like. Certain teams, what were they up? 16-0, 14-0, something like that?
Yeah, Ohio State was up 16-0.
Yeah, so certain teams go down like that and it's over.
Yeah.
They just like, damn, it just wasn't our day.
Yeah.
We didn't get that sense that Clemson was like they was about to lay down. Yeah. I didn't feel that from him watching them. I was like, oh, they still fighting. I'll see. And that's what happened. They fought through. They got a turnover or so, and they put it together. And that's what champs do. They fight until they lose.
Yeah.
And that's what they did.
The scoreboard's a liar. We just want to keep playing.
There it is. So, and that's what happened with them. But Lawrence he's good as advertised. For all you people out here that think that these QBs under center are slow, I think we saw a 65-yard run. Yeah. And last time I checked, there was 5-star athletes on the field. So who lets a slow guy run 65 yards? So he must have deceptive speed or he's real fast, one or the other.
And he got mental toughness.
He got mental toughness.
Like you know the clip of him in the intramural game where he had to throw hands almost.
Yeah. Hey, listen, isn't that what you want out your quarterback?
Sunshine.
That's what you want out of your quarterback.
Yeah, definitely. So next week, the game's on Monday, so we can talk about the game. We got Clemson, LSU. Next week on the 13th on Monday for all the marbles. What's your early take? We'll break it down next week, but what's your early take? LSU. This their year?
I think it's all gonna be checked this their year. But I love the Clemson quarterback, man. I love him. But you know, if I'm betting, I gotta put my money with LSU, man. It's just it just feels like their time, you know.
Oh yeah.
When you get in the Final Four and you put somebody out like that in the Final Four. With the big dogs, you get with all the big dogs.
It's kind of almost like a buy game. Like,
and you show the big dogs that you're not a big dog compared to me. You know, it's no way you don't go with LSU.
Yeah, you got to go with them. Listen, where's the game at? Let's get into that.
It's going to be in New Orleans.
Come on, is it fair?
Well, if Clemson do it, like I said, they're playing LSU. In Louisiana, in the home of the gumbo cookers and the alligator hookers.
I hope they got their tickets already, because if they didn't, it's sold out.
Oh, listen, you're gonna see a whole bunch of purple and yellow, and you're gonna see a lot of orange and white.
They're gonna get there.
I was down there a few weeks after Nick Saban had won the national title with LSU in the Superdome or whatever, and it's personal. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but Coach Orgeron saying, as he said, we playing for the state of Louisiana.
We playing for the state of Louisiana. Look, forget about me and you and your house. We playing for the whole state of Louisiana. But you know, like we said, we know who the champs are. Yeah. But when in terms of what we've seen throughout the year, like it looks like LSU is the most dominant team, and it looks like they're gonna put it together and they're gonna win. And as great as we talked about Trevor Lawrence, I think. You know, the Heisman Trophy winner is a better QB, and that's saying a lot. You know, because Trevor Lawrence is no joke. He's no joke. But then, from what I watch, I'm able to say like, okay, this other cat on the other side is better than that. That's saying a lot. So I mean, lace them up, get it in. There's only one thing to do.
It should be a good game. Let's get it on. But let's jump into the National Football League. The NFL.
Get your popcorn all the way ready.
The day everything starts. Definitely. It's playoffs. We got the playoffs starting up. It starts today at 4 o'clock.
Playoffs.
Got the bracket.
Playoffs.
You got the bracket here. And it's interesting as we start this playoff. We'll start with the AFC. The AFC playoff scenario. As we look in the first games that we have in the AFC is the Bills and the Texans. Bills really first time in the playoffs in a while. Real good defense. Young quarterback in Allen. They use his athleticism, strong arm. Going into Texans, the Texans have their big time defensive end Watt back. They activated him off of injured reserve to give some pass rush, to give some help there. What's your guys' take on this first game that's going to kick off in a couple hours? The Bills and the Texans.
I just gotta go with the Texans. I gotta think Watson's gonna show up. I gotta think that they're gonna bring it. They hitting more stride a little bit. I like how they've been looking in the past. That line just is bothering me though. That line is just.
Texans historically have a horrible line.
That line is bothering me, man. How Baltimore walked through that line and they walked through it. It was bothering me. So I'm gonna go with the Texans, but wouldn't be surprised.
I'm going Texans too, man. They my dark horse in the playoffs. I'm rocking with it.
No, you're dark horse.
They my dark horse.
Okay. That means like you put money on them.
Go how far? How far that horse rides?
You mean like holding the Lombardi Trophy dark horse?
They my dark horse. Hold the trophy.
Because the Browns were your other dark horse. We get to that later.
I'm going with the Ravens to win it all.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans pulled a Eli Manning situation. You feel me? Just
start rolling.
But yeah,
I got the Texans in a close one, a very close one. The X factor being J.J. Watt,
making a play.
He's coming back. He's home. Fresh legs.
He's gonna make a play.
I'm being extra, but a tight one, maybe a field goal, something like that. Going to Texans, but
overtime.
It could be OT. I don't know. It's gonna be tight all the way through.
J.J. Watt ain't do a lot since he got that check. He did something that year to check.
Hey man,
he blocked the punt. He did some work that year to check. But after that check,
hey, listen, he
disappeared a little bit. He living with that money. He been on vacation a little bit.
I'm taking the Texans in the under, man. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game.
Yeah, I think I see a tight one, 21-17, somewhere around 23-20, somewhere around there. Yeah, nothing more. Hey, if they do something else, then everybody loses.
Remember that was a high scoring game in the NFL. 21-17, 44-20.
Oh, yeah.
That was a high-scoring game before, right, son?
Yeah.
That's when defense counted.
We can play defense.
You know what I mean? Now that's a low-scoring game.
Yeah. I see Texans coming up out of there. Just because of home cooking.
Now, what do you think the pressure on it? Because like we said, the only people that have a record are the quarterbacks and the coaches. More pressure on Watson. He's at home.
Oh yeah. Like we talking about the Bills.
The Bills not even supposed to be there.
Yeah, I think Watson.
They playing with house money right now.
I think Watson. I think this whole season, with Watson has been like more of a letdown. Watson was supposed to be in the candidates, if you ask me.
Andrew Luck there.
Watson was supposed to walk through this division, and then he was supposed to be candidate for MVP.
They got two playoff teams in the division.
Correct. So. Yeah. But he was supposed to be walking, in the top. 3 of MVP to me. If you ask me, I thought he was going to bring that this year.
It's all new territory for him.
Correct.
That's all.
So I think it's more on his shoulders though. Out of the two,
the Bills are the Bills. Like,
right.
Do you give them anything
House
or
money.
expect anything? Right? Like Nate was saying, do you give them anything or do you expect anything from
them? League, so that'll be interesting to see how he plays Hopkins.
Even when the Bills are tough, the one thing about them is you didn't see nobody running the score up on them. They might have had a bad game here and there, but
that's been historical. Even when the Bills was good, when they went to the Super Bowl twice against the Cowboys, we still took them for a joke, even though they had a good team.
In Dallas, when you went in with Dallas, everybody's a joke.
Oh, you better not have took them for a joke.
4 years straight.
Yeah,
but you still. I think that was what made the joke. I think that's what started the joke of the Bills.
But let's
NFC East was tough.
Let's do some history. All right. Anybody who plays Dallas, anybody who would have played
Cowboys team,
anybody who would have played Dallas is losing. So we can say that it's fair to say everybody's going to lose 2 out of the 4 if they go straight. Can we say that? Yeah. All right. So they not looking too far out of the head. Now we can't forget about who was it? Norwood.
Yeah.
That's the kicker.
But they had a team.
That's the kicker.
Thurman Thomas was as good as him.
So Norwood makes the field goal. They 1-2. Now, what the Redskins do to them? The Redskins blow them out.
Yeah.
All right, so they would
Thurman Thomas
have been in every game.
Yeah.
Thurman Thomas did pull something, right? A hamstring or something.
Yeah,
So,
He lost
if
his
you'd have
helmet.
went to just
he
2
lost his helmet.
Yeah,
against
he could've found
Dallas,
his
you would be
helmet.
0-2.
Emmett pulled a hamstring.
I'm not
Somebody
getting
pulled
mad at
something
you for
on
that.
one
I
of them
know
games.
to this day, it's probably they was probably in their 20s at the time, 30s. They in their 50s, whatever now. Still thinking back to that day.
Oh,
Because they ain't looked good since.
Oh, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Since Reed,
That was the run.
That's my man Locke's team.
They ain't lived that down.
They ain't won since they benched Flutie that time.
Yeah.
Going to
So
the playoffs.
this is all new and fresh for them. This is
Jim
all
Kelly.
We got some shout outs.
Oh, shout him out.
Shout him out.
We got Omar Higgs. You know, he's a fanatic Eagle fan.
Okay.
I doubt if he slept since
Yeah.
when the Eagles got in, it was against the Giants. So
Yeah.
we're gonna watch to see what's going on. Oh, I got y'all pulling a close one out. Miss Wendy Dublin, Miss Tanisha Moore.
Oh, Tanisha
All
Moore.
right, see you joined in.
So you on his and not mine? Okay. I don't see you over here.
Only because I put it out there. Don't get it.
I don't see you over here.
J.J. Stein, Arkansas, Razorback, the pride of Arkansas. Mr. Jason Hicks, what's up, brother?
Hey,
I
Mr.
see him
Hicks.
partying out there. I guess he ain't got no time for us. He been partying.
And we
Happy
got
New
We
Year.
got a kidnapping.
Scene
University
party,
of
you know what I
Miami
mean?
alum. What's up, brother? Cousin David Harper.
Hey, cuz.
Mr. Ronald Gatson. Cuz, what's up? Michael Iron Mike Starks. How you doing, brother?
Starks.
Amy Haver. Cousin Rondell Braxton Jr. Senior, excuse me. And athletic director, Mr. Mark Phillips, man, is doing a great job over at Camden
Hey,
High.
we have to get him on.
Going on?
Got to get him on. We're
Gotta
waiting
get him
for
on.
him. We're
When
waiting
you
for
ready?
him.
When you ready, come on down.
And
Shout him out.
he has a hand in at a little factory going on over at Camden High, man. He's putting guys in schools. He's doing a lot of great things.
Yeah.
So we got to get you on the show, brother.
Oh, definitely.
You got a lot to say. We want to hear it.
And a big shout out to 2 of the biggest Eagles fans I know. My homie Mike Majors, my homie Dave. I know they going hard for those games tomorrow, so shout out to them.
Don't forget, hold on, David Harper. He also Eagles fan. He on.
Shout out to David
He's
Harper.
another one that hasn't been asleep since the anticipation's killing Dave.
Happy New Year. We're going to break that game.
Andre
down.
Dre on there too. Dre on there soon.
What's up, Andre? How's it
Yo,
going, brother?
Dre, what's
I'll
happening?
Get you back on the show. Talk these Sixers 4-game losing streak.
Man, fire Brett. Yo, a little quick sidebar, man. I literally got mad when I turned the game on to see him still. I know he's still coaching, but just the fact he was there, I really got pissed. I used to see him on the sideline. Like, I really don't like ball no more, man.
wow.
Hey, man.
We gonna get to it,
tired of
man.
it,
We gonna get to the basketball, man.
Just a little sidebar.
I feel like a Bills fan. What I'm a Sixers fan. Like, I'm tired of
Just
this,
a little
man.
sidebar. You really didn't like him no more.
I wasn't born when they won the championship. I'm on the drought right now. I ain't seen that.
Well, let's talk about the second game in the AFC, which you have the Tennessee Titans at the New England Patriots. Grable, the head coach for the Titans, coming back to New England, where he was an outstanding linebacker during the early days of the Patriots run when they were a defensive team and ran the football and didn't make turnovers while they were grooming their quarterback. Grable brings in the Titans, who really turned it around a little bit this year. Hard-nosed team. Just like they take on the characteristics of Grable, big running back, the leading rusher in the league, the rushing title, and now you have them coming into, which a lot of people were saying is a vulnerable New England Patriots team. Tom isn't looking too terrific. Father Tom looks like is jumping on him. And then you have one of the turnaround stories of the league, Ryan Tannehill coming in for Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
And if you go back the last 8-7 weeks, he's been the top-rated quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, he's been slinging that rock.
Tannehill's been playing, he's been running, he's been doing a lot of different things.
He on the Baltimore court on the wire. Slam.
So what do you guys take on this team? I mean, I think New England has one more left in them. They may go on the road. I mean, New England's never made it to the Super Bowl without the bye week.
Yeah.
So it seems like the Titans are coming in. They're playing. Grable's another person that kind of knows Belichick a little bit, knows New England's system a little bit. Miami Dolphins did that last week. So what do you guys take?
The Patriots gonna most likely win.
Yeah.
But I'm putting my money on the Titans. I love them for the spread, and I won't count them out for the win.
What's the spread?
4.5.
Oh yeah.
I think it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a close, high-scoring game. I got it going like 28-25, 28-24, something like that.
It's just Brady though, man. I mean, you just gotta go with him till you see him hit the floor. You know, until
the champ is beat.
Until he's beat, man. Until Holyfield punch him and fall and watch him fall. Buster Douglas with the uppercut. You just gotta go with him.
I'm gonna tell you who
it's like a horror
name is this weekend, man.
You gotta watch it.
Holyfield got a new persona this weekend. His name Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look, I just still gotta stick with them. You know, I gotta go with the Patriots. I gotta just know they got something in their bag, and they got something for everybody in their bag.
Yep.
And
so what I'm with Nate as far as I can see the Titans coming up out of there.
I
can see them coming up out of there because this is what they do great. They don't have the glamorous names, but there's something rugged about them. And they got a running back there. I believe he's about 260 or 250. If he gets going, he's a problem for everybody.
Yeah.
So when you have a running back that's capable of doing that, and the clock is everything. All right, we talk about Brady doing this and doing that. If he's not on the field, he can't score.
He can't do
no
nothing.
Points. And let's be real, this is not about New England's offense. Can we say that for this year? Can we say this is not about their offense? It's about their defense.
Right.
So if you are scoring on them, is it a guarantee that Brady is going to score on you?
No,
we can't guarantee that anymore.
It's an old Brady and it's an old Brady with no ground.
Right.
It's looking how the Broncos look when we won a Super Bowl. So like you said, you can't count them out because their defense is great.
Right.
But it's like when the Broncos won a Super Bowl when we had Peyton. You know what I'm saying? It's like Peyton wasn't getting you them points. It was that defense. So it's like if somebody can bust them in the mouth and get them points, like I'm with you on that.
I'm telling you. So when Vrabel, in watching their defense, this is what I know about them. He is a master blitzer. And I don't know how his linebackers end up getting penetration, but he was a linebacker himself, and he's familiar with what the Patriots do. So we all know, I don't care what kind of quarterback you are, you could have been the greatest quarterback of all time. When the heat comes,
and you can't move,
you're going to be different.
And you sitting up. You ain't getting out of there.
And who beat them with less talent last week?
You're going to be different.
A coach that's also familiar with that system. They just came to Brian Flores. I'm with you.
And we want to bring that game up, right?
Yeah.
You got to look at what was on the line in that game and where it was played. Like how you
and
can't,
it was Miami.
You can't give it up. You can't give it up.
Cold weather team.
Listen. If Titans come out, it's not going to be a shock the world for me. Yeah. I'm just telling you.
No, it's not.
Now, do I see a blowout by them? No, but if they come out of that 23-20, 27-24, I won't be surprised.
It's not going to be a shock the world, but it's going to be like,
oh yeah,
it's over for my man.
No, it's going to be a shock.
As much as I don't like Brady, I don't like Brady no more. Like I don't want him to win, but it's like he couldn't get it. He couldn't get it done first round.
So here's the thing:
we see first round.
Listen,
if it does happen, since they lost to the Ravens 33-14.
You know what I mean? You like first round.
So if it does happen, it's really over though.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. Like first round. And another thing is, where does he go next year? Some people saying the Colts.
He might go home.
Big thing is saying the Colts that if he stays, they saying the Colts is a good spot for him.
He might be on Sports Talk next year. I don't know.
Yeah, we can have him down here.
We'll have him. Hey, Brady, come on down, man.
Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about the secrets. Diet, what you eat and everything. But yeah, this is a classic game of the old guard trying to hold on.
Yes.
They're not what they used to be. But you still don't know because you man, they may got one. They may got 4 quarters in them. I got one left in me that I don't go out at home. I can go out on the road, but I'm not going to follow my sword in front of my fans, whatever.
He got that line from the GOAT, Larry Jennings. Got one more last hurrah.
Hey, listen. He got more lines. He got more lines than that one line.
Oh, yeah, he got more lines. Oh, yeah.
I bet you.
I got one more dub in me, and I'm going to walk out of Gillette a winner. That's it. I can, for the fans and everything. And I think they realize the situation, and then you go on. But it should be interesting to see with the AFC. Now let's talk about the NFC. The NFC playoff picture. We got games which they're going to play tomorrow. And the first game we got, I believe, is the Vikings and at the New Orleans Saints.
Mm-hmm.
They're back in Louisiana, the Vikings, where Brett Favre didn't get it done, which started the whole Bounty Gate situation the last time they played in the playoffs. You have, the Saints are just, their coaching, everything is in lock. My man's not going anywhere. Their head coach is not going anywhere.
Nah, he's good.
The Vikings, Zimmerman, there's some talk they may move on from him. We got Kirk Cousins trying to prove something. This game's not on Monday night, so they
so you got a chance.
You got a chance.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's like 0-1, 12 or something on
9.
That's
Monday.
crazy, man.
It's crazy. It's not on him. So, what's your take on this Saints Vikings matchup in the Superdome?
First, I want to start saying that they shouldn't be looking to move on the coach. The coach just got it together. He got the new quarterback. He figured out his strengths, his weaknesses, and look at the record this year.
We in a microwave society.
So you shouldn't be looking to move on him. He got you back to the record, a great record for NFL for football on this side of the town.
And he got his people. He got a guy that wants to run the football.
And now that now that the coach has everything in place,
great record.
He's making it happen. Yeah, they only
playoffs.
So I want Minnesota to win because I don't want to see the Saints.
Sound like a scared man to me.
But I think
Sound
the
like a
Saints
scared
is going
man
to win.
to me.
I'm just saying how I feel. And if Minnesota win, I'm clapping for Minnesota.
Y'all not going to see the Saints regardless if they win. Not to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, that's when we'll see them.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them.
I don't think the Saints will beat Green Bay.
Yeah, either one of them, we probably see Green Bay.
Green Bay's done.
I think Green Bay is gonna roll, man. I said that on the last week. I think Green Bay is hot coming in.
Green Bay don't scare. Green Bay don't scare.
They winning rugged. They winning.
When
we get the Green Bay when Green Bay come up.
When did they last win rugged?
We gonna get the Green Bay.
All right.
Oh no, not today. We're not getting the Green Bay, right? They got the bye.
The only way Green Bay gonna win is if the 49ers lose and they get that home field in the NFC Championship. They not winning on the road.
Green Bay is winning all types of ways. Green Bay is winning.
Not on the road.
Aaron Rodgers not doing
not
good.
on the road. They got a hard. They look horrible.
You're not doing
on the road.
it in the playoffs.
Green Bay is winning when Aaron Rodgers looking bad. The defense is playing.
If your quarterback does not do good in the playoffs,
when the last time Aaron Rodgers had a running game? He got a running game this year.
So we gonna wait and see.
Man,
when last time Green Bay had a
night and day home on the road.
Dorsey Levens was the last running back.
Two different
teams.
Dorsey Levens.
Yeah. Or the guy from Nebraska.
Dorsey was the last running back they had.
When they play in Lambeau, they gonna win. When they go on that road,
Ahman Green was the last.
Ahman Green, yeah, he had a low.
That should be good for you because if y'all got that home field and the NFC Championship is the 49ers versus the Packers.
Yeah.
49ers gonna run all over.
I hope so.
They run all over.
They win up and down.
They can't play on the road.
Yeah.
They win in a lot of different ways.
As far as this game, the Saints is ready. Like if the Saints made it to the Super Bowl,
with the Saints.
I wouldn't be surprised if they make it. They just
Snakes got snubbed 2 years straight. They upset right now.
Yeah, so exactly. So they are looking like a well-oiled machine right now.
Look, the gates is flooded in New Orleans.
We know who's
how's the Vikings running back? Is he healthy?
I don't know. That was a question mark, right?
If he's not healthy, it's a doom. Yeah, it's a wrap.
So you almost give the Saints 27 or 30 points already, just because you got to stop them.
So that means Kirk Cousins gonna have to come out and score.
Oh, he's gonna have to come slinging.
Well, that's what
he
they got
get
Kirk for. That's why they gave Kirk Cousins $84 million guaranteed
But
for
listen,
moments like this.
7 points. 10 points is not good enough to secure a win against New Orleans.
Kirk not gonna be able to do that.
Breeze can make that up. Excuse me. So I think they go in here.
Kirk need to keep this in the 20s.
Yeah.
He need his defense to keep this in the 20s.
Right.
If it gets to 37, it's a wrap.
So it's gonna be a track meet. We got Michael Thomas over there. We got Breeze. That New Orleans. I see New Orleans 30-20, 34, 20 something.
Got some shout outs. Got Sandy tuned in. I got Tamir Bush, my brother.
Hey, Ty.
I got cousin Tony. Tony tuned in.
What's up, cuz?
Got any shout outs?
No, we good.
Your brother.
All right.
Yeah, we got New Orleans going. You got some shout outs, you say, Nate? Nah, we good. Breeze, man.
So quarterback pressure. Kirk Cousins. If Kirk Cousins can come in here and get a playoff win on the road in New Orleans, would that drop all the pressure off him?
If he goes in here and get a win,
he gets in here.
Yeah.
Because only the quarterback and the coach have records. So
listen,
So,
we know we talked about the $84 million. They ain't going nowhere. It's stuck, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it's there. But if he goes in here and pulls that out, he just bought himself, those 2 more years that's left on his contract. He goes in here and does that. It's looking like the 27 mil per is okay.
Yeah, and you take the next step. It'll be interesting. It'll be hard for me to see the Saints losing at home, especially with, I don't know, the bellwether back from Minnesota. The workhorse is injured. I just don't see them being able to pull it out. Maybe it could be right or wrong. I got the Saints winning this and moving on. I got to go with Drew Brees.
Doing what Drew Brees do.
Do what Drew Brees do.
Yeah.
I got to go
Spread them out, pick them apart.
Got to go with Sean Payton doing what Sean Payton does. They're prep time. They throw a lot of things at you. And they're just good coaching, man. They won 5 games without Drew Brees, so they're ready and prepared. So they should be confident.
Okay.
Next game. The Eagles hosting the Seattle Seahawks.
Bird against Bird.
Bird versus Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks are 5-0 lifetime against them. They beat them earlier this year. The Eagles defense has been playing great at home. They're top ranked at home defense. Seattle have they lost a road game this year?
I don't know.
No, they've been playing better on
That's
the road.
one of the things I want to talk about them.
Yeah, they've been playing better on the road than at home. 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Interesting matchup. The Eagles have advantage. I think the Eagles play better as an underdog. I think that's just the city's mantra. When the pressure's on them, when they should win, that's when they kind of struggle. But now they're the underdogs again, I think, which gives them advantage moving forward. How do you guys see this game, the last game on Wild Card Weekend, 4 o'clock?
I'm taking the Eagles in the under.
Woo!
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm Jonathan, you want to speak? Because I might have to elaborate a little bit.
You got a lot going on?
A little something.
Hey, look. I want the Eagles. Let's start right there. I want the weakest teams getting in.
I can't mess with this, Jonathan. I can't. The scared man. I can't. Why do you want to take the weak part in? No, you want to beat the best.
Look, I done made a lot of wild statements this season, right?
The weakest team.
This the one that's gonna come through soon. He ain't gonna like this. Eagles gonna beat the 49ers next round.
Oh wow!
They don't play us next round, thing.
They win and they gonna beat
y'all. I don't know. We gotta slow down. We gotta pump our brakes.
Yeah, I think that's a little too much.
Yeah, because I'm
gonna tell you. I'll put money on.
I feel you.
I want to play the Eagles.
Go back to this guy.
I want to play the Eagles over Seattle.
I'm done with you.
Just keep it like that.
So I'm done with you. I don't even want to mess with this guy.
Is Sean gonna be back?
I gotta be a fan
one day. I want to take
the
rough road to win. I don't want to know. You trying to sneak out.
Hey,
I don't really know about Sean being back.
Deshaun being back. Well, the quarterback still got to hold the ball for 5 seconds to get the deep ball.
Listen, here's the thing.
That ain't Wentz got unfinished business, man.
Listen,
I'm rocking with him right now.
It's gonna still be unfinished.
So here's the deal with me. I do see the Birds coming up out of here. I do see that. But because Russell. Like we said, the Sunni spoke about the Eagles being underdogs. They are out of this world.
They fight as
they fight. The pressure's off, right? If they have the defense and they have the capability of containing Russell, because Russell Seattle's everything, right?
Correct.
If you can kind of keep him neutralized, you have a chance to win the game. All the time. I don't care what team that you are. You got a chance to win the game.
Yes.
So I do see the Eagles coming with defense and playing hard because there's nothing tricky about what Seattle does. They gonna run the ball. They're gonna drop Russell. They're gonna throw a couple screen plays. They're gonna do that.
They're gonna believe in the depleted Marshawn Lynch.
Right. So, but they
and
are.
And they're banged up.
They banged up, but
they got 15 on IR.
So, but we can't. This is what we can't forget about, right? They are 5-0 against who?
The Eagles.
They 5-0 against the Eagles, so we're gonna ignore that.
Pete Carroll's 5-0.
Pete Carroll's 5-0. So
is he due? Is the Eagles due?
We don't. I'm going with us. Look, we looking at 5-0. So
how you supposed to? Because they're the underdog and their defense plays well at home.
Well, we saw them play with a sense of urgency, right? And they're at home. It means something. Let's be real. It does mean something. Now, the game is not going to be a blowout game, and the reason being is because two teams that got some fight in them. And we don't have to get into this with you, Jonathan. You know them well because you're a 49er fan. You know what they bring.
Yeah.
So, hold on. So, now, they are a physical football team.
Correct.
Right? They with the I'm going to hit and I'm going to tackle well, and I might put you out the game. So, but however, I do see them sneaking out of here. Right, with that.
See Seattle sneaking out.
No. I see the Eagles sneaking out.
Okay.
Just because of, they Seahawks are predictable.
Correct.
So if you got a game plan together, it's a well thought out game plan, and Wentz comes to play, he can't make mistakes. He has to play his game, and the defense has to play their game. I see the Eagles making it out of there. Now, to the point about Seattle, Carroll has them ready to play all the time.
All the time.
I don't care where they play. They strapping up.
That's the competitive guys.
They strap up. They put it and they ready to hit. So that's what they're gonna come with. Now, whether or not the Eagles survive, I don't know. But in the survival, you got to play next week. You gonna come out of this game beat up because of them. So that's where you run into that L the following week.
And then you playing another team that wants
to beat you up too. So they already going in with injuries. So how you gonna come through with injuries, then go into another one injury, and then get beat up again? That's why I think everything stops. See, health is everything in these games. You got to be healthy.
Who's healthy and who's hot?
Yeah, exactly. So that's my take on it. But who do I know?
I just don't see MVP candidate Russ losing in the first round. I just can't put it together.
I'm not mad at you.
Wentz is actually, Wentz is unproven. Wentz is what, Wentz is like a luck to me. Like everybody says he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that, but we haven't seen it. Like he was like a luck to me. So Wentz is like someone that he can throw, he can make all throws, he can do this, he can do that. Well, all right, well, let me see it. I haven't seen it. He snuck in the playoffs. What are they? What are they, 9-7? So like, they one game, and if
5 wins in the NFC East.
Yeah, so it's like I'm really not big on Wentz. I'm really not. I haven't seen it, but he can show me tonight.
Yeah, that's isn't that what it's about?
But Russell just is a different breed, man. He's going to get it done. Like,
dangerous.
And he's the quarterback that will sit back there and say, okay, my defense don't got it. I'm gonna score 40 tonight.
He has done that.
If my defense got it, okay, we gonna keep it close.
And the one thing about Russ was he said, I ain't worried about being categorized. If I gotta run 20 times this game, I'm gonna run 20 times this game.
And he's okay with the game being close all night. He's confident in everything. We just seen it last week. He's confident with the game being close. The game's gonna be close no matter what. If it's a high scoring game or a low scoring game, Russ can play to that whatever you want to play to.
Right.
That's just his game.
See, we what we do with him is, and it's sad because you got people that obviously everybody has a voice, but some people just don't know. If you remove him, right? What are we, 3-13?
Easily.
Right, 2-14.
Easily.
So guess what? We can look at other teams who remove their quarterbacks.
Yes.
And we can start right here by saying Pittsburgh. They lost their starter, Roethlisberger. What happened? What was their record? 8-8.
Definitely would have been in the playoffs.
8-8, right? But Seattle is not. That's not going to happen to them. They're going to be the paper bags, the brown bags will be in the stands. Russell's not there. That's how important he is.
Let's take y'all now. You take it a step further. You take Wentz out. What's the Eagles?
If you put Foles back in Super Bowl,
you can't.
You put some Foles back.
Foles couldn't do nothing this year with the Jaguars.
No, we said if he play on this team with this team.
What I'm saying is, he done, and with him, he arrived. Finally,
I think he
arrived. I ain't gonna say he arrived, but he on his ascension. He playing with practice squad boys.
I can't do that.
He is doing it with less. He is doing it with less.
I can't.
No, what I like now, I think what happened was,
I can't go there.
What happened was it finally came in with Wentz is that, okay, I have to throw to my tight ends and running backs because there's my stars. Before that, he was like, I got to get the ball downfield. I got to get the ball to Alshon before he cuts me out in the locker room. I got to do this. I'm throwing it to my tight ends too much. But guess what? Only thing left was the tight ends and running backs. And guess what? They can make plays. If you give it that ball in 2 seconds to Sanders,
look
and
at Baltimore,
he didn't ran for 20 yards.
Which is the point.
I think that helped him.
Yeah, which is the point I was going to go to, Sunni.
He has the arm talent. Yeah.
With Wentz now. We can all agree. We saw the Eagles in some games where the team scored 17 points.
Correct.
He couldn't get it done, and it had nothing to do with the receivers. Like we saw balls in the dirt.
Yeah, he was up and down.
We saw balls overthrown. That's not receivers' fault. We saw him give away 3 games or so. And as far as, if he was not on the team, all right, so what do they go if he's not on the team with healthy guys? Mm-hmm. With healthy guys, well, they might be 6-10. That's 2 more games. Well, look at the conference they in. Yeah. Look at the conference they in.
Still where they at.
There's no, you
With
exactly.
all the injuries and without him, they got the Giants record.
Yeah, with all the injuries.
Yeah, with all the injuries.
We're saying with his full team.
No, but I'm talking about as a right with how the season played out. Yeah. And you take him away.
Oh yeah.
But it all depends. I mean,
because they were 8-8.
But they got rid of their backup.
We
don't know who their backup would be.
He's saying if they don't have a capable, like, look at if you look at the Steelers situation,
but if you take that, if you got nobody, we don't know. Dallas got some stuff in place. Come on,
they got
pieces. They got Dallas. They got pieces.
You take Dak off. Dak.
They would have had just as good as a record.
Listen, you
just as good as a record.
Nah.
Tannehill, you take Tannehill.
Nah, because you
put Tannehill in Dallas.
No,
Dallas might go 10-6.
Now
Dallas might go 10-6 if he's the backup. No, I'm just saying.
You're moving players.
I'm just saying.
You can't move players. You gotta go.
Well, you gotta watch. See, the part about it, you gotta watch the game. See, I watched the blitzes unpicked up that Dak shakes the guy, makes him miss, or Dak being 250 pounds when he don't pick up the blitz and he shakes the guy off and still.
That the backup is not going to do.
Like Cooper's not going to. Cooper's not going to do that. Like,
no, that's 30 and 30 now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do.
Yeah, but see, here's the track.
That's a safety now.
This is the same offense they had for 14 years. There's only two people have been successful in this offense: Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott was successful in the offense without being on the bench for 4 years and getting the opportunity to change his throwing style. He had to start as a rookie. Everybody else they put in for Dallas, when Romo went down, they went 4-12. When Romo went down, God,
they had a bunch of bums like Mark Sanchez, Brandon Wheaton,
but still you have to play. You had to be able to play. But those guys been there all year. But you have to look at that even goes to my evaluation. The coaching that you get said Brandon Wheaton can play in this system, and we're going to keep Brandon Wheaton another year.
Brandon Wheaton can't play in nobody's system.
Exactly, but he did win a game for Jacksonville one time. But what happens was the only person that could be remotely successful was Romo and Dak. Why? Because Dak not as good as Romo, but Romo was like a playmaker. Like when stuff break down, he can improvise. Or whatever. Mm-hmm. So that's moving forward. It'll be interesting to see, and that moving forward, that we'll talk about that later. But if another offensive mind gets the talent in Dallas, what can be done? It'll be interesting to see. But I like the Eagles in this game. I like the Eagles because I just think as an underdog, they rally up to win this game.
We talking about the best road team in the NFL too. Also going to Philly. Yeah. So it's not going to phase them that they're on the road.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
But I hope the Eagles do win.
But you got Russ.
We know.
I just think they're just too banged up offense.
But
my pot of money would be on Seattle.
But if Seattle does win this,
you want to bet?
It puts Russ up. It really puts Russ up there. If they win this
game, got a horse in the race. They ain't neither one on our team.
Russ has to win. Yes.
Yeah. And so we're going to talk about the playoffs.
You want to hear something ironic?
Playoffs
with this whole situation. When Foles went to the Super Bowl, right? They ain't had their quarterback, but had all their weapons, right? Now they got their quarterback, but they ain't got none of their weapons. Let's see what he do. It's the reverse.
First round bounce out.
It's the reverse. I got him making some noise. He ain't gonna win no bowl or nothing. But
you need something when you go.
I got him making some noise.
You know, because now as a quarterback, I don't need anything on. I don't need. I'm not sure-handed because it's just me.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
If he was in another conference, he wouldn't be here.
Playoffs, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's only here because he's in that conference that didn't do well.
Yes. We can't forget that.
Like he's only here.
Listen, if
this
Dallas,
is the big leagues now. This is the big leagues.
Well, that was an interesting question I had on
the big leagues now.
You ain't built for this. This is the question I can't even say. This was the question because somebody was saying if the Eagles win, they put the Eagles coach over Pete Carroll. And I said, first of all,
No.
I said you can't put the Eagles coach over Pete Carroll because Pete Carroll won the Super Bowl. He could have had a second one if he ran the ball. But if you put Seattle in this division, they're the number one seed.
Absolutely.
And if you put the Eagles in Seattle's division, they don't make the playoffs.
They don't make the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so like it's hard. Like, and the NFC East been so bad, Garrett's been able to coach for 10 years.
Listen.
So I mean,
Guess what?
It's
I'm gonna
easy
tell
for
you
you to
who's
swim in
fault.
the- it's
Guess
easy
who?
for you-
Listen, this is not the This has nothing to do with the Eagles. You know what it has all to do with?
What's that?
It got to do with Dallas. If Dallas wins, if they score more than 9 points, which they are capable of, then the Eagles are not even in the playoffs.
It's easy to swim in the
Yeah,
wild. Let me see you swim with these
So we're
gators.
not even
at.
having this type of discussion. So
Let me
it's
see you swim-
Dallas.
Let me see you swim with these gators at these sharks. It's easy to swim in the Y. You know
I
what I
see a
mean?
green candle right there, man. Eagles.
It's easy to swim at the
They
Y.
winning this weekend.
Let me see you swim with
I'm
these gators
going
at
with the
these
Eagles.
sharks.
I'm going with the Eagles.
let's go to the other spectrum. We talk about playoff
addressing.
success. We had some
All right,
teams
people asking
that
questions on there.
that kind of moved on from their they kind of moved on from their prospective coaches. The Redskins, Cleveland, New York, the whole NFC East division moved on from their coaches. The Redskins have hired Riverboat Ron. New York fired Pat Shermer interviewing. Dallas hasn't technically got rid of Jason Garrett, but they're starting to interview people. They haven't said it.
They said the Sun got rid of him or something. I heard.
Well, they haven't technically got his contract.
Somebody else better get rid of somebody other than Jerry.
His contract is
Oh,
expired.
Jerry couldn't bear to see him.
I heard,
better
baby,
do, huh?
look, the Sun got rid of him. They said third interview or something. He said, "Oh, we don't need no interview. He done."
Yeah,
Man,
but
That's what I heard.
But they're just going to let his contract expire, so they don't have to technically say they fire him. But the interesting part is Nate's Super Bowl pick, dark horse, the Cleveland Browns. They
The Boogie Browns.
I picked them to win the division, not the Super Bowl. I picked them to win the division. I was wrong. Not the Super Bowl, though.
All right, well, give me mine back.
But they've moved on from Freddie Kitchens quickly. I mean, he was fired before Sunday Night Football was on.
Yeah.
I mean, they moved on quickly. The only team that's really that's made a move right now is Washington, and they made a lot of wholesale changes. I mean, the Skins have really taken their hired Ron Rivera
And feeling this, all of it.
They fired
Jack
Bruce
Del Rio.
Allen. They fired Bruce Allen, their general manager, president, and they also got rid of their training staff guy, who they had a lot of issues with. They got rid of him too. It's interesting because they have a strong defensive front, and most likely they're going to get the boy Chase out of Ohio State. So they're going to have a nice defensive line there.
They got a quarterback in place, it looks like.
Forward. And it's interesting when you talk about the
Quarterback,
culture.
they got him, please.
Haskins, he's talking about Haskins.
Shit, okay.
So we talk about a culture change.
Believe in it, too.
So the first thing that Ron has done since he's the new head coach, Ron has removed all games out of the locker room. There'll be no more table tennis. There'll be no more pool. There'll be no more of that.
I like Ron, don't you?
I like Ron, too.
And asked them if they're either on board or they're getting out of here.
Yeah, look, listen, where do you want to go to another team? Real quick.
How you playing table tennis and you can't? And you looking like this out here?
Listen, everybody's smiling and happy, and there's a whole bunch of L's
It's
going
weights
on.
over here you can get on.
But he's definitely. It's going to be interesting because it's definitely going to be a culture change in Washington.
Yes.
And they're doing Schneider. Maybe he'll get out the way. Maybe he won't get out the way. We don't know. What do you guys think about the Redskins hire?
Good hire.
I love it. I love it because he's a great coach, and he's a player's coach, but he has that, that thin line of, I'm here for you,
Yeah.
but I need you to work your ass off. That's in him, and he's one of those guys that has your back. He's a defensive minded guy already, So we know that with the history of defensive minded guys, you're gonna be tough.
Physical, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be physical. You already know there's gonna be some hitting.
85 Bears
There's gonna
back
be
up.
85 Bears, and he was over at Carolina, and so we can say this about him, that even though he was there and stuff started going bad for them, like the team was still together.
Yeah.
Right. It's a difference when you're losing and stuff gets out from the locker room.
Yeah, it was none of
You know,
that.
it's a whole bunch of scandals and all that. None of that happened. So that leads me to believe that the only problem is, you know, it could be a player thing, right? So they didn't have to worry about that. So moving forward, what I noticed with this hire is they let somebody go. I think it was the GM, right?
Yeah, it's not the president. He's done.
Right, before they hire him. So you know what that tells me? He said, listen, I would love to coach the Redskins, but
These cats got to go.
they got to go because they not obviously feeling what I'm feeling or trying to do what I want to do. So once I seen that happen, I was like, oh, okay. And then the signing of Jack Del Rio, oh, somebody better get ready because you got a conference that wasn't that great.
Right.
And in watching them this year, they didn't seem to be out of every game. They were fighting. So
like the
now
wide
you plug
receiver,
this
too.
mentality. Yeah, you plug this mentality in with these two guys. I mean, it's only up.
No.
You know, it's only up.
Only thing, I like him. Don't get me wrong, I like him, and I think coaches need to have more power than just coaching. I don't think they need to have somebody else hiring the talent. I think they need to have
Oh yeah,
more
that's how it's
control.
supposed to go.
I think
You say, but you have your scout.
yeah, I think that's where Dallas goes wrong at because
absolutely.
Jerry does everything, you know.
Well, Jerry doesn't do everything. Jerry has more things to do than the GM. Jerry's also about making $1 billion. So your football general manager just says one thing: football.
Right.
Jerry's general manager says, "I have football and $1 billion industry to run, like on the outside what goes." And a lot of times, I think.
So even if Terrell Owens doesn't mix with y'all still want to put him in for the stands.
for everything, for the pop. The
Yeah.
explosion.
Yeah, but like we say all the time about Garrett, he's a company guy. He's
Right.
a Princeton guy.
Right, so he follow orders.
Yeah,
that's why it's so hard for him
So
to
listen,
get rid of him.
you part of an Ivy League institution. I
Yeah.
need you around for something.
Right.
Like, come on, let's be real.
But the thing I like the coach.
You
but
know
it's just-
business.
It's just a thing I don't want to get him. I don't want him to get too much into my way or the highway. Like,
Nah.
cause when I think of that, when I look at him and I hear the things, I just think of my old coach. Can't play with him. Singletary can't play with him. Like I just.
Well, Singletary was real old school. You gotta understand.
Right.
mentality.
And he didn't coach before he came
but
in.
even
So that's
him, like,
different.
you know,
And he was under Buddy Ryan.
You know what moving all the stuff. You know what moving all the stuff.
Not Buddy.
If y'all here on the highway moving everything out,
Yeah.
like we gonna do this. It's like
I don't think we got too many of those guys that's
can't get
around
like,
anymore.
like Singletary. Like
Yeah.
Singletary might have a bottle with him too when he was going.
Nah, he can't. That's what he does with
Well,
it.
the great thing about Rivera, he's not too far removed from the game.
Right.
He
So
played
he
with
just
Singletary.
he just came out of football. So I don't think he's one of those guys. However, it is a certain way to do things.
Right. And
we know he got the blueprint on how to be good. We know that. So you gotta give him that. Now, if I lay it out for you and you decide that you don't want to buy in, then I gotta ask
but
you.
that's the thing.
I gotta ask you to go.
Singletary would have been good if he was coaching in his time. He would have been good. Like you can't coach your time ways now.
Oh yeah, but that's not
You can't do it.
that's not for him.
I think Ron has been more flex.
And I hope it is. This is what I'm saying. But with certain things, you know, he still got that. You know, you feel it.
Well, you gotta have some type of control
That
over,
was the
over
problem with
your
Tom
team.
Coughlin. They was saying down in Jaguar, saying what you
Same thing.
Yeah.
Well,
He made some
Coughlin
bad
70,
moves,
he
too.
might be 72 or something like that.
Yeah. So I just hope, you know, look, it's time.
I think
The
he'll get it right.
Redskins had a lot of, you know, hiccups in the road.
It was never about talent with them. It was never about money. You know, their stuff was up top.
They would always
you know.
They would always win free agency, but not games.
Yeah.
Right.
They would get every old guy that
that did numbers 3 years
Right.
before.
they would give him some change. You would go to Washington and get
Right.
that. What?
I'm gonna get the bag from
I'm gonna get
Washington.
the bag. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get this bag
Yeah,
from
I'm gonna get the
Washington.
bag.
And then that Landry's and Sean Taylor combination in the back end didn't work. Sean Taylor, you know, got killed.
Yeah.
But that would have been. You would have been able to throw that ball up there.
Well, see, you got a guy right here who, you know, we all know that is some stability there, right, with him. So
Yeah, and he's been a
now
very
you got
good
the
coach,
money.
yeah.
Now you got the money to spend. So now I get to pick the goods.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I want to play. Whether it's a 3-4 or 4-3, I know what I need. I need this guy. I need that guy. I need
And he's a
this.
4-3 guy.
I think that's
Right.
the best.
And they got a real good defensive line. And
And you got
Rio.
Jack Del Rio. Like,
Coming in
come
there.
on, you got guys that know what they're doing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So listen. Everybody who's beating them, having fun and laughing or whatever it was, just be ready. That's all.
Because you're going to get some lumps.
Oh, you gonna get it? You better
Got
bring.
some shout outs.
Oh, shout him out.
Shout out to homie Kenny. Homie, he always like it, always support us. You know.
Okay, cool. Definitely.
You know,
Kenny.
Elaine, Miss Elaine, Aunt Elaine.
How you doing?
We got Demetrius on. Take that Eagles mask off, Demetrius. I don't want to see that Eagles mask this week, man. You be scaring me, man. You scared my son, man. He was going through my phone. You seen that Eagles mask. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cole. Cole.
Hey, how you
Good
doing?
looking,
How
Cole.
you doing?
Dave
up?
just tuned back in. Shout out to
Facebook.
Dave.
Got some shout outs also, man. Mr. Jason Reeves out in Hot Atlanta. What's up, brother?
What's up? What's going on?
Miss
down
Nadine
there?
Artis. How are you?
How you
Troy
doing?
McNair, cousin Robert Farmer. I'll be getting with you in a little bit, brother. And Dave McGow, Eagle fan. He's another one that probably hasn't been to sleep in a week.
Yeah.
We're going to see what happens with your birds. Like I said, I got your birds going to pulling it out. Dara Farmer, cousin Dara, what's happening with you?
What's up?
Demetrius, we know you're around. You're another one that's been
Take
losing
that mask
sleep,
off,
too.
Demetrius.
Definitely.
Yep. And Miss Wanda Brown, thanks for joining.
Kenny Torre, Happy New Year to you. He said Happy New Year to the group.
Happy New Year to
Definitely,
him and Brian
Thanks,
Dickerson,
man. Happy
too.
New Year.
Indie Music Network. Definitely hear our podcast on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock. The replay. What do you guys think went wrong in Cleveland? You had just a mixture for which we thought, everybody but Nate, which we thought was a
He ain't
mixture.
gonna let me lay that down.
Mixture for disaster.
You know, you see how he do me with Russell.
That's why every chance I get, I come across the Cowboys and I send that joint right over. You see this suit?
You see, but Nate, you were big on the Browns. I was just trying.
Look,
I just thought it was a mixture.
I thought Odell was gonna ball out. You feel me? Baker had a good rookie season. I thought he was going to grow, but he had that sophomore slump. I think what went wrong is that they gave Freddie Kitchens that job.
Yeah.
They-
Well, that was my main thing because Kitchens was the offensive coordinator and now he's the head coach.
He moved up too quick.
You put in
he
all
moved up
these.
Because he was cheap.
He
went
became
to-
the offensive coordinator too, Cole.
Yeah, he became the coordinator, then the coach, all in 8 months.
was
Like
cheap.
he was the son, like a position
And it was very-
specialist.
it was
Yeah,
too
the
wild.
quarterback coach or
Quarterback
offensive line coach.
All because he was cool with Baker is how he got the job.
Well, that's-
you ain't like it was somebody like that was cool with Tom Brady or cool with Peyton Manning. This is a rookie quarterback. You don't know what he gonna be. Oh, he cool with him. We gonna make him the coach.
Well, you know, they
It was
had a
dumb.
relationship. They
It was
had a
dumb.
relationship.
It was dumb.
Sometimes that's what you.
But I thought
that's what you
talent
go
was
for.
going.
Yeah, but that ain't.
was gonna outweigh stupidity.
Yeah, but relationships don't work in this game. You
Nah,
gotta it gotta be respect more than relationships.
Hey,
You can't
listen.
the quarterback and the coach don't need to like each other at all.
Nah,
but
they
you
don't, but
gonna
it helps. It
you gonna
helps.
do what I say, and this is what's gonna get done.
Hey, Sean Payton
This-
and Breeze
You ain't gotta
got
go
a
working like
relationship.
your boss, but
I-
you gonna bring that paycheck
I-
home.
I
you know what I'm
guarantee-
saying?
It helps if you have a relationship. It
It
helps.
helps. It makes it a better job. But at the end of the day,
Because you figure that
you got-
whoever's
you got
coming in,
bills to
whoever's
pay.
coming in next, they're not gonna have a relationship.
Look.
And I don't think it was because of that with Baker Mayfield. I don't think it was that. I think that you got to have a guy that's in that position that's used to dealing with multiple personalities.
Yeah, that's where I was going at with it.
So a
He was a rookie.
rookie guy is that's not for him.
He's trying to-
That
he's-
doesn't mean he doesn't know what he's doing.
No, he's trying to
It's
more
just
fit
not for
in.
you.
Yeah,
It's not for you. It's no
I
different.
think the expectations that was leveled on this team.
Oh, it was crazy from the start.
With a rookie head coach and the volatile pieces that they went out and got. They didn't go out and get guys that are just team guys that want to fly under the radar and just play football. They got some guys with a little show, and that's a lot to control for a rookie head coach, which they saying, where's your resume?
Yeah.
What are you going to tell me?
Or stuff is going crazy in there, and it's like nobody knows what to do.
A rookie
They
head
need-
coach
they-
is
they
not
need
supposed to
Wade
be
Phillips
dealing
in
with
that joint.
these type of skills.
Yeah.
Players. A rookie head coach can go to Arizona and hide for 2 years.
Right, right.
Because we know Arizona is not coming out. The Rams is going to come out. The Niners is going to come out. Seattle. We know Arizona is not coming out. So rookie head coach can go to Arizona and hide for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And then start making his niche.
But was Kitchens a head coach at any level? No, he wasn't.
I don't think he's a head coach in high school.
I mean, that was the whole thing with Garrett.
I think he was a
Garrett
quarterback
wasn't
coach in
a
high
head
school.
At any head coach at any level, and all the mistakes you make at lower levels as head coaches, by the time you get up there for your big part,
Right.
you're ready. If you've already done that.
But for you to
And
come
he
on
never,
to
but he
You
would
might
never
go
grow.
coach a
He
rec-
would-
for you to
League
come
at the
onto
Y
this
or something,
team
man.
with all the expectations, this is almost like the Eagles' dream team, redeemed, whatever that dream was called. This like when all these puzzles start. Oh, Chubbs, he's gonna be leading rusher in the NFL.
You ain't got Kareem
You got the
Hunt.
best running back. You got the
You
best
got
receiver.
Landry,
You got a tight end.
Beckham. It looked great on paper.
You got Garrett.
You can't blame me.
Look,
for picking
you
him.
got
Put the paper up.
Yeah, the paper look good.
The
but
only
that-
thing
that
about
joint
it, I don't
went up
like
in
the
flames real
quarterback.
quick.
I think he's too see me more than working. I think he's too see me more than working.
I ain't gonna say
I think
that.
he's like a little bit better.
Man,
I don't know how much work he's
he
probably
Johnny
put work in.
Manziel 2.0.
That's what I'm about to say. He's a
Yeah.
little better than Johnny Manziel, but he's as flamboyant as Johnny Manziel.
Oh,
But
no,
the thing about I think with Baker Mayfield is this
That's what
game
I'm
is
just about to say.
yeah, the game is very difficult, and you kind of want to fly under the radar.
I was-
There's certain positions that you can be that in, but your quarterback position has to be rock style. Your quarterback position is management and extension of the coach.
You can
There's
never win.
There's no Twitter beefs. There's no anything like that. You just go to work every day. You say the right boring things in the press conference, and you keep it moving. And
We
that's what
we never seen a quarterback with this much like this win.
yeah.
So it's just what it is. He might get to the playoffs 2 years, 3 years out of his career, but we never seen a quarterback like this win. You know, and that's just what it comes down to. Like even like a Phillip Rivers, he's like Phillip Rivers was considered as pizzazz. You know, Phillip Rivers
Phillip Rivers
the
talks
other,
and also
the other
throws
guy
picks.
got traded to the
Soon we playing both
to
sides.
Chicago.
Jay
Kirk Cousins.
Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler was considered like out, like flash, like for you to.
Jay Cutler was kind of cool. I never
I
seen
don't-
him demeanor.
Oh, Jay Cutler told the interview. They said you threw a season high in interceptions. He said, "Yeah, I might throw more next year."
Damn.
He said,
That means your bag is totally secure.
He may say
When you
he
say
got that
that-
I don't care attitude.
Yeah,
type
I'm
thing.
saying the I don't care.
Not so much the flashiness,
Not the
but
flashiness,
the,
I don't care.
but the I don't care.
I'll fight a stands of somebody that paid for a ticket if he throws something at me. Like you see that in Jay Cutler. Like
I think the verdict's still out on Baker Mayfield. I think if it because I think he's a leader in there somewhere, and I think he's really trying to win.
Man,
I think he's really trying to
I'm
win.
about to take this stuff left field real quick. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing we talk about. Drew Lock. He got that attitude, but he good though. That's my quarterback. I just want to say that. Go ahead.
But he's only how many games has he played?
Man, I don't care. That's our future.
that's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback. T.O. voice.
TL voice. That's my quarterback.
I know he was spitting Jeezy.
Yeah, baby, like
Oh,
even more.
that's
man.
why you fell in love. Huh?
Nah, he was in them games. Them couple games he played. He was balling, man.
We shall see.
We beat the Texans. You feel me?
John Elway, I think he's gonna make a move for the Carolina quarterback.
Let's just.
I think so too.
Another thing is, it's a lot of quarterbacks that's coming out this year.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Hey, listen, it looks like if you don't get the two that's playing in this week's game, I don't know if it's a good.
Like,
I don't
it's
know.
like six
Tua's
of them.
hurt.
Do we know?
You got Tua. It's like six
I
of
got
them.
Mariota going to the Dolphins.
You don't like Tua?
We got Mariota coming back to Miami as a wide receiver
It's
or
like six
quarterback.
of them.
As a quarterback, backing up
Where he
Fitzpatrick for a little bit,
hurt.
and then probably taking the job.
He hurt.
Because Fitz, you know, Fitz is
He hot.
Fitz hot and
Same
cold.
with Arizona
you know, so
quarterback.
If he was
Where he
smart,
at?
he would go there. Just switch spaces with Tannehill. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want them playing on my team, and we need one.
Yeah.
What
I
did I
mean,
tell you?
So what do you give things up with the New York Giants? Eli's done. He's not going to come. What are they going to do with Eli? Pat Sherman, which was an interesting hire, he's going after going 9-23 in his first two seasons.
You know what I found so funny? That Eli said that he don't want to retire, but he not playing the backup.
Yeah,
Well,
he's-
in so many words, you just said you're retired because ain't nobody about to start you, brother.
Well, he said my
It's over.
time is done in New York.
In New York.
He said
but
my
he
time is done in
he
New
said he didn't like being a backup in New York. So but he did it because that's where he was playing his whole career, right?
Right.
But he definitely not gonna be a backup at any other team. He feel like he is still a starter.
Okay.
Well, you got so many teams that already got their starting quarterback. So it's only so many teams that need a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
And out of those teams that need quarterbacks, they either got a high draft pick, so they're gonna draft a quarterback. And they're gonna go with probably Burrows or something like that, or they gonna go for a Cam Newton or a Mariota or something like the quarterbacks that's gonna be available.
Right.
The only team that
Two teams that need a quarterback.
the only team that I think that would take him,
Yeah.
and it's so ironic, but they not gonna take him, is the Chargers.
It's
And that, because he denied playing with them when he got drafted.
the only
They
two
ain't gonna bring
teams.
him back.
The only two
Yeah,
teams.
they're not gonna get.
No.
That's the only team I think
No.
that would possibly take
Well,
him,
the
but
only-
they're not gonna take
Right.
him.
The only
They
two
talking
teams
about Brady
that
to
fit,
LA before that.
Yeah, to me, the only two teams that fit that got a cool record. They didn't make the playoffs, but they can't get one of those top quarterbacks because they still won 7 games. Would be y'all.
Who? Nah.
I'm not saying y'all taking.
They're not gonna take him.
But
I'm
you should-
saying y'all.
Yo, you shouldn't even say that.
And I'm saying
Big Ben coming back.
y'all
He
and the
already said
Colts. They're the only two teams that's looking
Colts
for a quarterback.
going around Brissett. I already thought about that.
I don't think
Colts gonna stick with Brissett,
I don't think they stick with him.
or they gonna go with a more proven. They might try to make a run for Mariota or Cam. I can see Cam
Or
I can see
Tom.
Listen, you can't
Tom not going there.
look.
If Tom lead the Patriots, he going to LA. I'm with you on that. That's the reason why I said they're not gonna take Eli. Because Tom might go to the Chargers.
You can't be us and not make the playoffs and play. If you us, you got to be the best of the best to be that quarterback on that team. So I don't think the Colts keep their quarterback.
Well, Brissett got hurt though. I mean,
But they in the AFC. They ain't watch Super Bowl.
No, I'm not saying beat us. I'm saying us. You can't be us
and
not before.
Yeah, my fault.
You can't be us and not before.
That's why I'm saying they're gonna make a run for somebody else, not Eli though.
I'm just saying
Not
they're
Eli.
the two teams that can't get one of the big quarterbacks because of their record wise. They
you
won
always,
7, 8
you always
games.
can throw draft picks at people.
I would see Jaguars going winning before the Colts.
Especially if Tom Coughlin.
They saying Brady is looking at the Colts.
Yeah. They're saying Brady.
Oh, Brady really is looking at the Colts.
That's what they're saying. That's the fit.
You know, system.
I ain't
whatever.
heard
Look,
that.
Manning is going to go somewhere.
That's the fit. They saying Brady with the Colts.
I just feel he's gonna go out west because
He's from out there.
Yeah, because he's from out there. He sold all his property out in New England, and he got houses out there.
Yeah.
So I figured
It makes sense.
it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
they're not gonna re up on Phillip. His contract is up. You know what I'm saying? He still want to come back. He fighting with his wife to come back and all that, and his kids and all that. But I think that they either going to draft a quarterback.
Who's this?
Go for the Chargers. Either draft a quarterback, go for one of the quarterbacks we know that's going to be out there, which is Mariota and Cam Newton, or if Tom Brady's available, that's going to be the number one choice. Go for Tom Brady.
We might do both.
That's it.
They might do both.
I don't think that they would take Eli or anything else. In the worst case scenario, they take Phillip back.
Best thing for Eli to do is accept that it's about to be really, really, really over. That's what's the thing. Who are you starting for?
Yeah,
You had a nice.
He got to face
Yeah,
the
and
music.
you've been robbing the Giants for the last 3 years.
robbing
Of
them.
20 million
Because of your name.
20 plus,
You
yeah.
better go try to be a coach.
So you
or
I
something.
agree.
My
Go sit
name is
down.
my name.
Go get on the
Yeah.
show with his, go get on the show with his brother.
My name is my name. You know what I mean?
Interesting enough. Take a little quick look at the
He's not who
Cowboys.
he
The
thought he
Cowboys having, Jason Garrett's out there taking a look at Mike McCarthy, former head coach of the Green Bay Packers, and they're taking a look. They're also going to interview Marvin Lewis. I think that's the Rooney Rule right there. Taking back. It'll be interesting to see. They have 24 free agents this year, so the team is going.
Oh, they're gonna have a whole new team.
Yeah, they're gonna have a whole new team.
It's gonna look crazy.
They're gonna flip everybody.
24?
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the whole team.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
Yeah. So they're gonna have plenty of room to move and maneuver. And
It might be
do what they
perfect
want.
for a new coach.
Yeah. He want to bring in his own people
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
Way or
best
highway.
time.
Yeah. And
So
you got
definitely.
24 people to work with.
Yeah. So and bringing their own things. So it'll be interesting.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Yeah. The Cowboys. Yeah.
Very
So-
interesting.
24 free agents.
Yeah.
I would have loved. I think the Cowboys need a veteran.
Yeah.
They need a guy like we talked about the Redskins. Dude, that would have been a perfect hire for them. I think the Ron Rivera.
Yeah, Ron would be
with
good,
a young,
Ron would be good,
innovative offensive coordinator who got a couple tricks up his sleeve. I think that would have been perfect for Dallas because they got everything there. Everything is right there, man. If how many games did Dallas win this year?
They won 8.
All right. We would not be surprised if they won 13-3 last year. So what that tell you?
Yeah.
Like nobody would be surprised if they won 13
Not
and we'd be like,
surprised.
oh, okay, all right. boom.
We don't know why they didn't win 13.
Oh, yeah, we do know why.
Well, they should have won 13.
But we know why they didn't.
They was expected to win
But
13.
we know why they didn't.
Right, but they was
Right.
expected to win
Yeah.
13
Definitely had Joe
games.
in the
We
division.
know why
Yes.
they did
Vegas
that.
had it as 9-7, 8-8. Vegas.
Oh, so well,
Vegas called it.
Vegas knows
Oh,
everything.
but Vegas knows everything.
Hey man, that's why they keep
But
our money.
I think if
Yeah,
you
man.
if the season played out the way it's supposed to play out, they were looking at it. The season didn't play out that way.
No.
They didn't play Breeze.
Yeah.
They didn't play the Detroit quarterback.
Yeah. And the Eagles wasn't the Eagles. So the
Eagles
Eagles didn't have the guns. They probably looked at the Eagles like, look, they got the weapons.
No,
right now.
I think they look at how your schedule lines up, the teams you playing. You figure you're gonna lose at the Patriots. Then you figuring you're playing at the Saints with Drew Brees.
Right.
You figure you're playing at Detroit with their quarterback.
You're going to split the Eagles.
You're going to split the Eagles, probably sweep them. So you're looking at...
You're a good team.
Sweep
You
the
10-6, 11-5. You're a real good team.
You're supposed to sweep the Giants, sweep the Eagles.
The way the season broke out, they should have won more games.
Oh,
because
without a doubt.
definitely you're supposed to play against.
Without a doubt.
So definitely they should.
They should have got 6 wins in their division. 5 wins in their division.
They got 5. They went 5-1 in the division, and
they did what they were supposed to do in the division.
And then they went 3-10, 3 out of 10, 3-7, and the rest of the 10 games outside of the division. So that's where
what happened. Yeah, they did what they were supposed to do inside.
Yeah, and then he went 3-7 outside. So that's where you have it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this shake up. Atlanta kept their coach. A lot of people thought they were going to move on, but Atlanta, I guess he saved his job at the end.
He showed something, right?
He showed something. They came back and started.
They beat San Fran.
Yeah.
But we ain't double Julio all night. I leave Julio single cover, and you leave Julio single cover on the top all night, and Richard Sherman's not on him, not one play.
It'll be interesting.
You leave him single cover all night.
That's the way to do. But let's jump into. We got the NFL. We got the playoffs. We'll be back. We'll be at the Lit Lounge.
Lit Lounge.
LIT.
Lit Lounge. Look for the postings. We'll be there.
Big Artie, high energy.
Big Artie will be there. We'll be there talking about these playoff games and the championship game coming up. And we'll be talking about some cigars also. I want to jump into the NBA real quick. Nate, my man, my mellow. What's going on? The only one question I want to talk about. The team that was supposed to win the NFC, well, we thought was coming out of the East, de facto, going to the finals, was the Philadelphia 76ers. They're currently,
Nate don't want to talk about that.
They're currently in the midst of a 4-game losing streak. Nate, you're a big Sixers fan. You've been evaluating the team, and you've looked at so many games. They're 24-13. I believe 37 games have been played, almost half the season. And we're currently in the 6th spot in the East. Yeah. What's your take?
Let Nate go last, because it's more personal with Nate.
I
got something smooth.
We might see some smoke coming from that microphone.
Let Nate go last. It's a little personal, you and Nate can go last. So
I'm gonna get this out the way.
Okay, go ahead. I just got something smooth. I can go ahead. I got one bag.
I got something smooth too. So. Listen, before we even started the season, we saw everybody getting locked up with their money, right? Everybody. This guy's coming in, we locked him up with this money. I said that it's cool that you get everybody, paid and locked up, because that's the one part you don't have to worry about.
Correct.
Am I going into this worrying about contract? What do I got to do this? Am I going to be with this team? I don't know anything. All right. You didn't have that problem. That's a big problem, right? Then you look at the guys that you lock up, right? Which is the next level. Who are you locking up? Where have these guys been? What kind of level have they played on, in terms of like playoff caliber? None of them, except for like Al Horford and Embiid. So what do we know about them, right? We know that Ben, his jump shot is non-existent. We know that, right? All right, so check. Tobias Harris, I mean, what level of playoff games has he been in that you have counted on him to come through for you in the clutch? We can say it hasn't happened. Richardson, coming over from the Heat. Everybody said good signing. Okay, it's cool. He's about to do this. The verdict is still out on all those guys.
Correct.
And we in how many games? Almost 40 games.
Yeah.
So you tell me, right? You halfway through the season, and they're as yet to be a proven perimeter player. So much that Embiid is the best and Horford is your best 3-ball guys. Like something's wrong with that with me. When you can't, when your guards can't count, you can't count on them to bring you 20 plus a night on the perimeter. It's you're gonna have problems.
Guards got to
not with the other guards that's out
here.
They
got to put the pressure on.
They got to put the pressure on everybody. So it makes it easy.
Who guard them and the big man.
So it makes it easier for the other team on the defensive end of the floor. Yeah. And that's the Sixers' problem. It was from game 1, and it is the game 40.
Yeah. I just think I just think it starts and ends with Ben. I just think if Ben doesn't want to be the playmaker and take the shots, it's not going to work. I just think that's what it's made out of, you know. So that's just where I'm at with it.
And it's true with what you're saying. Nate, what you got? You ready?
I'm pass it to Nate.
Nate, you ready to blast off?
Yeah.
Man, all I gotta say is they need to fire Brett Brown.
Fire Brett already?
Already, man. They should have fired him 2 years ago, for real. But
what are you basing your Brett Brown firing on?
Man, he don't call the right plays. They just he not holding them accountable. Like if you got a hard nose, like, let's take this back to 01. If Larry Brown is there, right, or any type of hard nosed coach,
traded, but go ahead.
They not
Ben's not on the team, but
Ben is not. Yeah, like for one,
Larry not working with no young guys.
You not shooting. You not gonna be out there every night. And this the part that's crazy about Ben. He shoot these threes and he make them. So why you ain't shooting more?
You said he shot a 3 and made it?
He made more than one. No, he made a couple threes this season.
Like 2 or 3? Maybe?
Yeah, I think about 3, right?
We got 10?
Maybe 2.
He made 3, I believe.
I remember 2, but go ahead.
Yeah, but so he made these 3s, right? But he's not shooting them consistently. So if you obviously capable of making them. Mm-hmm. I would rather you go out there and shoot 25% than shoot 75%.
Maybe not even the 3
and shoot 3 for 4. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but if you just look at the foul line and the pull up 16-footer, I mean that's from your point guard.
And listen, the thing about it is the frustrating part is they're the spots that you can get at all the time, and you're 6'10".
They sweet spots.
Yeah, and the frustrating thing for Ben is that we see you speed dribble, right up the floor. So who's gonna get in your way at 6'10" and you big and strong? Nobody wants to know parts of you because you're rolling. So you can get to that spot and the foul anytime you want. But he's like, nah, let me go like I'm about to go, and let me back out only to give it up when you had a 10 or 12 footer.
Look, I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Somebody else made this plan for this team. The process wasn't made with this guy. Mm-hmm. It was a guy named Winky. Somebody else made this process plan. They should not have got rid of the person who laid the foundation for this team.
Yeah,
they should have not. They should have not done that. Like,
well, here's the interesting thing.
If I build this up, okay, it looks bad right now, but I'm gonna get the foundation is laid right now. I'm gonna get everything. I'm gonna get the walls up. Mm-hmm. They just say, "Oh, get rid of him. He don't know what he's doing." All you see is bricks and stucco and everything. But I'm gonna put the drywall up. Yeah. I'm gonna put the drywall up. I'm gonna get everything together. Just gonna take some time.
Well, it happens in every sport, you know. And you see guys build teams. Tony Dungy.
But the thing is, the problem was as soon as it got built, you got rid of me.
Mark Jackson. Tony Dungy.
As soon as it got built, you got rid of me. Give me 2 years with this team, that ball might bounce a different way.
Oh, without a doubt.
Last year.
Well, I thought it was interesting enough, and man, I've gone back and I'm probably going to take a seeing it. I think when they put this team together, they really were on the assertion that Ben Simmons was going to play like a point guard, because essentially you have 3 players that play the same position: him, Embiid, and Al Horford. Mm-hmm. They're both really low post, so the spacing is there. And then you go out and get Richardson. Richardson is the guard you have when your other guards are offensive threat. Mm-hmm. You tag Richardson up with the beard because you know the beard's not playing defense. You know, you put Richardson out with somebody who's going to get a lot of offensive play for you, because Richardson technically he has some game, but he's not an offensive like super threat. Mm-hmm. He's more defense, hustle, everything like that, transition. You pair him in the backcourt with somebody you know that goes gets buckets. So you know he's not good on the defensive end, but Richardson can take the best offensive guard on the other team, and that's what he did last night. He was playing beard or whatever. So I think coming from that aspect, and the thing we were talking about fire Brett Brown has to coach 2 different games. Which
is the sad part as a coach,
because in the half court game last night, Ben had like 29 points, but he got a lot of assists from other people penetrating. Like he's been playing Burke more, because Burke can give you that penetration and shot to the basket, and a lot of people were passing the ball to Ben near the basket, and he was finishing and getting assists. So even in tight games, all of a sudden Ben's been the point guard for 3 quarters and a half. Then when you get into the 4th quarter, you got to take him off the point, because the free throw shooting and the other team is going to lay back and clog the lane.
Mm-hmm.
I think the good thing for the Sixers, they seem to match up well against the best team in the East, which is the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Match up
That they do. They're long. They're definitely long.
Yeah,
and like they got
long.
that part.
But you would like to have some home field advantage, home court advantage. Come postseason. But it doesn't seem like it's an even good flow right now because of the spacing on the court.
Look, me and Nate talked about it when Ben got drafted. I said Brandon Ingram is the better player.
I lean forward, Nate.
It's starting to show that Brandon Ingram is the better player. It's starting to show.
I mean,
I told you it was.
But here's the thing about
I told
Ben.
you it was in college.
Ben is great defensively.
I said
he's a great defensive player in the hustle.
The other day, I didn't think about that.
What'd he say?
He said, he got an extension. He said, let's play 1-on-1. I bet he don't score. But he didn't say who he's talking about.
Yeah, because Brandon Ingram ain't get his money yet.
Yeah,
they still ain't get Brandon Ingram his extension yet. I told Nick, I said, look, I like Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram's coming into his own. 25. Him and LeBron is back and forth for his numbers. At the 8th spot in scoring, something like that. Like Brandon's balling.
Well, listen.
He'll shoot that shot. He'll shoot that 3.
We can go into history. We can talk about Sixers moves. From Sean Bradley to Larry Hughes to Paul Pierce.
Larry Hughes, Paul Pierce, man.
So we really want to get into that.
Trading of Moses.
Yeah, Moses. We can get into that.
Stackhouse.
But yeah. So moving forward, we can make a fair evaluation in what Ben is doing now.
Sign Elton Brand.
Yeah, it looks like that he's just not the fit for what's going on, and people get caught up in these numbers.
We about to have brown bags in them stands. That's all.
But
I don't know if the Sixers are brown bag status. I don't know if they're brown bag status.
They're gonna win too many. They're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, they won't be brown bag.
He's gonna make the playoffs, but that's
I think this team
is too long. I'm 33 years old. I ain't seen the championship yet, man. I get mad.
This team they got.
I seen 3 from the Broncos.
Yeah.
I seen 0 from the Sixers.
But this team they got, I don't think that.
Well, here's an interesting part because
that gets it done.
If you look at Ben's a tremendous player, can help you out win games. What he does win games. It's just to fit in the situation that you are in and what you need it. If Ben was a player on the Golden State in their prime, he'd be a better Iguodala.
Right.
But
that's not enough.
That's not enough.
That's not enough for the Sixers.
He's supposed to be a star.
Iguodala's not the number 1 pick in the NBA.
Exactly.
He's not the star.
Harrison Barnes
at a max contract.
Yes.
Max contract. You got to be able to do it on both.
You got to
score.
When you getting Durant and Steph Curry money, you got to ball like Durant and Steph Curry. You can't ball like.
I don't know if you understand because you play better defense.
Man.
But you got to definitely got to be dependent.
Michael Carter Williams.
I think for that type of money, you definitely got to get 25 when nobody calling plays for you.
Yeah.
Like you definitely got. I step on a court.
And not garbage 25.
Yeah. I step on a court. I can get you 25 a night, and you don't have to roll. We don't have to screen and roll. We don't have to do any of that. So I can just go get you 25.
So guess what? The kicker is this. I don't even necessarily know if going to get me 25 is the end all be all. I just know that. If you hit jumpers,
it's the way
everything else will flow like it's supposed to be flow.
It's the way the 25 is.
If you hit outside shots, everything else will flow like it's supposed to flow. That's
if we down 1 and you give me the tray ball to go up 2. It's much different than us down 16 in the 4th with 2 seconds left and you drive and get a dunk.
Listen, if I don't have to stick you because you can't hit a jumper, I can help out on everybody else. Mm-hmm. But the minute that you gotta respect my jumper, it helps everybody it helps the other 4 guys on the whole entire floor.
And also
offensive line.
Is Embiid in shape? Because people were saying last night Capella outran him up and down the court. And
Embiid was injured.
Listen,
he's coming back from
the knee injury.
Listen, this is I'm not taking nothing away from Embiid or anybody, but Capella might outrun everybody. Mm-hmm. He's just a deer like that.
Yeah.
He's a horse.
True.
Like the ball's up and down, he gonna make you run.
And they really couldn't stop penetration that was setting up the oop.
And he's on a run and gun team, so he's geared to just run.
And Embiid is 7'2". Like what's Capella? 6'10"?
6'11".
All right, so I'm gonna stretch out with long legs. I'm gonna run you. I'm faster than you. I weigh less than you, so I'm gonna just take off. All right, so I'm gonna make you tired. Yeah. That's one of the plays on one of the basketball plays too. All right,
Sabonis' son. Speaking, I mean, I know this is a little off Sixers. I'm liking Sabonis' son out there,
Yeah,
man.
he been
Oh,
balling. I'm like him last season.
I'm liking
that pedigree.
Sabonis' son, man.
You see the left?
And I didn't know it was his son until they said his last name.
Huh?
I said, whoa.
The left always
Yeah.
been
I
wicked.
didn't know it was his son till like 2 weeks ago.
Listen,
Oh, right.
So right now,
I was watching last season.
right
I
now,
like him. I like him.
this is the debate I see on a lot of forums. Would you? And it started off at the beginning of the year, and Luka for Ben straight up.
Oh, you don't
Man,
hesitate.
they make that trade on shit. Don't get me hyped.
You find somebody else to throw in with
They
that.
would not make that trade. They will be dumb if they made
No,
that
what you
trade.
do is you find somebody else to throw
I
in.
would hit them with the. Are you sure?
Yeah, Luka can go get 40 if you need him to. If you go, the only thing about Luka is he's coming into his own this year. Last year when he was a rookie, it was like he was deferring too much.
Yeah, 'cause
like
he was a rookie.
Right. This year it's like because I seen him actually tell him last year this
He
your
up to
team.
30, right?
Listen,
Yeah, but I'm saying him tell him last year that this is your team. Like take the rock. Like
Hey.
he was passive aggressive a lot of
They
times.
still
when he
had
shouldn't have
Dirk.
been.
He's been respectful.
He'll be respectful to Dirk. Right.
If I send you out the house with $1,000 at 18, what you gonna buy? If
crazy
I send
part-
you out the house at 40 with $1,000, what you gonna
I
buy?
was thinking about this yesterday. The crazy
I
part.
would hope that you're going
This is
Something
second season,
different,
right?
do the better.
This is just the beginning.
18, I'm going to the nudie bar with Al
This
Bundy.
is just
I know
the
you come back
beginning,
broke
man.
too.
He leading all-star votes.
He should be.
I mean, he
Because
can
you
play.
know, huh?
He's
He can
balling.
play.
He's
Like
balling.
listen, we could see.
He is their champion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's balling.
Listen, you can't hide from nothing when somebody has a visual.
He made them okay with Dirk leaving. He made it okay for the transition. He
play,
made the
man.
transition.
Yo,
okay.
Yeah, but do you
Chris Stapps was supposed to be the future of that, right? Chris Stapps is just mind you, I like Porzingis, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He good, but he a shadow right now. Like he not even.
Yeah. He balling though.
You know he is balling.
balling. He put up 20 a night.
What I'm saying, on the court, he's
He's
balling.
not the number one player.
But what I'm saying is, as far as
Right.
getting praise and admiration,
Right.
they didn't think about Porzingis.
No, it's
man.
Luka game. It's Luka team.
Yeah, that's a scary
The
sight.
NBA suits Luka game.
That's
the
a scary
NBA,
sight.
Luka is a James Harden that doesn't look for the foul shots. He doesn't look for the foul, but he gets them. He goes to the line. He's number 2 under James Harden, but he doesn't look for how James Harden looks for the foul. So he can shoot. You know, so he's like the game is like telling. For
I
them
think
boys.
another reason why like you say he was deferring last season, you gotta remember he was playing that Euro League and he went to the championship, got the MVP.
Yeah, 2 years straight.
You know what I'm saying? But that last season though that he did it, you gotta figure that ran right into him playing to the NBA.
So you're saying his might have been a little
He was
tired.
a little tired. He had some rest. You know what I'm saying? So he rejuvenated this season too. So
How old is he?
He 20.
He need rest. Oh,
He's
I didn't
20.
need no
He
rest.
only
When
MVP
I didn't
2
need
years
any
straight.
rest when I was 20.
He
I'm
only-
just saying.
I'm just
He
saying,
only
he played
2 years
82
straight.
games in the NBA. You played the summer league, and you
Yeah.
played in the Euro League,
He
all
only
straight
2
back
years
to
straight.
back,
Your MVP 2 years straight.
back to back.
Hey, 20, you know.
But that's the interesting
Don't
thing.
matter, right?
Here's the other question: are we still calling Ben Simmons a generational talent?
I don't think so.
Nah,
I don't think so at all.
I'm calling him Sean Livingston as
Because
they get hurt.
even he's
Damn.
about to come back. He's about to come back. Zion's about to come back. I don't think
I don't want to hear about
Zion will shoot the ball. I don't think Zion is a great jump shooter, but he will shoot the ball.
We don't know nothing about him.
Nah, he will shoot the ball.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that little big guy. Is
I don't know
bully.
what he gonna do.
That little big
I'm
guy
wait-
is bully
Hey, I'm
ball.
waiting. I'm waiting.
Yeah, I don't think he's scared. See, Ben got some Markel faults in him, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm with him. Like, I'm with John.
He gotta shoot the ball.
I don't think Zion gonna be scared.
Or
I don't know if he's
drive.
gonna make the shots, but I don't think he's gonna be scared to shoot them.
I think he should drive. I think he should just keep. If you can't shoot, just drive the rock.
Nah.
Just drive it.
Ben won't even do that half the
got
time.
coaching,
Like,
he got coaching.
Go to the hole. I don't
I'm
care if you
frustrated
shoot.
with him
If
right
you
now,
go-
man.
He's afraid of everything. He's afraid to miss a foul shot. He's afraid to miss a three. He's afraid of too much. Like, you gotta just play.
He
See, I
afraid of
appreciate the
everything,
fact
man.
that y'all guys being Sixer fans, that I'm therapy
They
for y'all
need Ben
guys.
Simmons to go to
I'm
scared
here
straight,
for y'all.
man.
I'm here for
Ain't got
y'all.
nothing to do with basketball, but Ben Simmons is scared straight, man.
Let me know, Nate.
On that
Nate,
note,
guess
I
what?
need
Guess
to
what?
see some prisoners yelling in his
Nate,
face, man.
guess what? And John, it's okay
I'm
to
a
tell
Lakers
me
fan.
how you feel.
I'm a Lakers fan.
It's okay. Sunni, Sixers, right?
Yeah,
Sunni,
It's okay.
Sixers.
Y'all can tell me
10-9.
how y'all feel. I'm here, man.
Now we'll be back. I mean, somebody's gonna give Ben a shot. He's gonna come out busting threes.
Cross the fingers.
Man,
That's
that's
Ben-
what
Don't
Ben
bet
is
the
like-
house.
That's
Listen,
what you
the
thinking,
Sixers
man.
cannot get rid of Ben because Ben is like the boyfriend that the girl don't want to get rid of because he might get his life together and then start doing good without me.
That's why
so
it's
they
so frustrating.
They want to keep him.
Listen.
He's like, well, what if I leave him and he start taking care of somebody else and start really doing good in his
So
life?
here you go. This is and I'm not gonna say
He ain't
anymore.
gonna be taking nobody else out.
I'm not gonna say anymore on this topic right here.
You ain't
So-
with that, right?
and y'all know where I'm coming from with this. We had a OG fan for the Sixers said, Ben, he's tired of him. This is a classic sports talk moment. He would get rid of Ben for a bushel of crabs.
Just to reset it.
I ain't gonna hold you.
And he said number 2.
Number 2.
What I'm
so
saying-
then I'm out. I'm done.
I don't
wanna-
mean it because I'll
a
take
bushel,
it back. I'll
man.
take it back in a heartbeat. But at this particular moment, so don't quote me on this, Sunni. Don't hold me on some Brown stuff. I trade Ben for Chris Paul right now.
No. Man, hold on. What's in that cup over there?
I said Lonzo last year, but
that's how
that
bad
ain't
he
looking bad.
playing, man.
Listen.
You want to?
I don't think it's how bad he's playing.
Let's talk about
You just
Jalen.
you can't project the
Let's
future.
talk about Jalen Brown playing better than Ben Tatum this year. Jalen Brown is playing better than Tatum this
Well,
year.
you take either one of
Brown
them.
balling.
Brown is playing better than Tatum right now.
Did he get
I mean, you
paid?
take either one of them for Ben.
Did Brown get paid yet? Did Jalen Brown get paid?
I don't think
yet?
he got paid.
He got paid. He got a
Oh, he
contract
did?
extension, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tatum get his money yet.
Yeah, but Brown is
I
playing.
love him. Super athletic. I love
He's
him.
playing better than Tatum this year to me, and it's looking like it may shift.
I don't know about that.
It takes a while for people to develop and
Yeah,
go back and
yeah,
forth.
yeah, yeah.
But hey, like, you know, Larry Bird's first championship, Cornbread Maxwell was the MVP of that series.
Cornbread.
Yeah. Cornbread Maxwell. I mean, so players develop and come along, but over the longevity, the long time. You know, we'll have to wait and see. We'll see what happens. 4-game losing streak. That's when we find out you're a champion now. It's bumps in the road.
That's it.
You
That's
gotta
it.
come together.
You gotta deal with bumps that appreciate
It
anything.
ain't easy. It ain't easy.
So before you put the stamp on things, I want to thank these people for joining before we get
Okay.
up out here. Mr. Troy Cartwright, OG from around the way.
OG
All
Cartwright.
All right, Mr. Raymond Coles, Uncle Paris Higgs, how you doing, man?
going on?
Robert Green,
Thanks for joining us.
Nard
what's up?
Norton, Kimberly Anderson, Mr. Throna Bush. I know you're
Miss
sad.
Bush.
Cowboys, Sunni's here for you.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Bill Morgan. And high school rival Humphrey Quile. I want to thank y'all for joining, man.
Oh,
Appreciate
definitely.
Thanks for tuning in.
And next week, we'll be at the Lit Lounge in New Jersey. Look
Lit
for the
Lounge.
page. We'll be posting. We're having another event down there.
Bring your
We'll
smokers'
go
clothes,
in.
cigars.
Yeah, cigars. We'll learn a little bit about cigars. We'll talk sports.
Maybe a special guest also.
Oh, maybe a special guest. We'll tease. We'll find out later in the week. Peace, and we out. Sports Talk Live for the
peace.
culture.
Peace.
Herb Elena's gonna throw something in the cake.